Okay, so this is a recording for Dragan on Elder Titan. He had a few questions, or not really a few questions, just sort of tips, I guess, and a bit of analysis on his gameplay. I haven't played this hero in ages. Um, I would usually do a live one, Dragan, but to be honest, lately I've been having really bad headaches, and I think I'd rather just record this solo. And if you've got any questions, just fire them away in the DMs on Discord. But let's go ahead and have a look. So you've got Natural Order skilled. That's probably your first mistake. I don't think I've ever seen someone skill that first. It's kind of it might be quite good versus heroes like Terrorblade who have really high armor, so the actual reduction is kind of more worth it. I think Terrorblade has 10 starting armor, so that would be a reduction of 4. That might be pretty good. But here I don't think it's really worth it, especially because we're not really laning against the Timbersaw to start with, who's going to have the highest armor on their team. So yeah, I would go for Astral Spirit because of bonus speed that you get from creeps and heroes, and the bonus damage you get from creeps and heroes, and also the bonus armor. This is literally giving you everything you need to dive your enemies in level 1. Giving you bonus armor, take less damage. Bonus damage, obviously, deal out more damage. And bonus speed, technically deal out more damage because you can run faster than they can, so you'll get more right clicks in. So that's why most people go for Astral Spirit. 1 second, I'm just going to turn down Dota because I think it's a bit too loud and you won't be able to hear me. So yeah, that's like the first thing I would say, is just pretty much always open up with Astral Spirit. And then you can either go Natural Order or Echo Stomp. I believe the current guides from Immortal Faith and Taught Delini, they either tell you to go Natural Order second or Echo second. So whichever one works for you, but definitely Astral Spirit first, because I will explain in a second when we have a look at the lane. So let's go to your hero, player perspective. Let's speed this up as well. Scan out the area. See here you could have astraled these two guys and got an extra 40 damage, an extra 3 armor, and an extra 14% movement speed. I mean, you could have probably manned up and fought both of them there, but instead you can't really do much with just Natural Order. And you'll see this again here. If you save it for the rune, you'll get the plus 40 damage from hitting both of these heroes of Astral, and then your Slardar could stun them or something. You'll probably get a first blood here. But it's cool, it's cool. What's done is done, so let's keep going. Nice little ward. I saw you put the sentry quite deep. I'm not sure why you put it there. I usually wait with my sentry and see if I can see any telltale signs of where the enemy are going to put it. So if we have a look. Okay, they haven't actually bought a sentry for, I believe they haven't bought one for Radiant yet. But usually I would wait. I would go here. When you were here, I would be looking at the Shadow Shaman, just checking if he has an observer or a sentry or both. I'd be like, cool, this guy has an observer and a sentry. I'm going to hold off on placing my observer and my sentry. I'm just going to see what he does. If I see him disappear into these trees, and I'm stood here, I see him disappear with 2 wards, and he comes out the other end here, and he suddenly has no wards. I know he's placed them somewhere here, and then I can just deward, get free gold, and gain an advantage that way. That's not really specific to Elder Titan here. So let's continue. Why isn't it letting me? There we go. So yeah, zone out the Shadow Shaman here. Again, let's just do the maths in a second. So it's 1 minute. Creeps have just spawned, okay? If we had Astral Spirit here, let's work this out. If we had Astral Spirit, which gives you 1% speed bonus per creep, 3 damage per creep, and 0.5 armor per creep. Let's just focus on the damage and the speed, because that's, I guess, the easiest way to digest this. How many creeps do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's 2 hidden here. 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 creeps giving you an extra 30 damage. 30 damage just from hitting those creeps. Then, if you hit the 2 heroes of Astral, this is at level 1, that's 20 damage per hero. So that's 40 plus 30, 70 damage is quite insane. Then you're getting 7% off both heroes, that's 14%, plus 10% from the creeps, that's 24% move speed. Plus your Wind Lace, which I think is a really good pickup. I like that. I like it. There's no way these 2 heroes, Phantom Assassin or Shadow Shaman, are escaping you, unless they shackle and dagger you, and your Slardar, because I saw you guys in a 5-stack with Nara and the guys. You guys could easily get first blood, double kill here, easy. So that gives you a bit of context. Like just from this first wave, you're getting like 70 damage, 24% move speed, and let's work out the armor just for the fun of it. So from creeps, you're getting 5 armor plus the 2 heroes, 8 armor. I mean, you're going to be running at them with 10 armor. You're going to be dealing 125 damage. And moving, I can't work out the speed, but moving way quicker than they are. So this is how you play Elder Titan, how I would anyway, in the first like minute. But it's cool. See right here, you could have just bashed this because she has no blur PA, and this is where you want to punish Phantom Assassin before she gets her passive evasion. You want to punish her as much as possible, and you could have probably caught this courier and a little block from the Shaman. That's very nice. You're not going to get the courier anyway. You should just be hitting him here. He's just trying to block you. You should just be hitting the crap out of him right now. There you go. Let's fast forward. Otherwise, you're zoning out the Shaman. Your Slarder's quite passive, but you're doing your job and zoning out the +5. Now you need to help out your Slarder move in. As soon as you hit your level 2, this is where you can gain some impact. We're going to see the Shaman looks like he's about to pull. Yep, you can get in the way of that. Perfect. And you stack the camp. This is super important. So a lot of offlaners need to be careful, a lot of offlane duos need to be careful when they stack camps, because they need to be sure that when they stack this camp, they can also take it. If they're a duo which doesn't have a good wave clear and doesn't really have a lot of AoE like high damage spells, they may struggle to take the stack, whereas the enemy safe lane could have heroes that take stacks really easily, and you may end up giving them extra gold in the long run when they take this camp and you can't. With Elder Titan though, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they stack the camp, it's good for you. If you stack the camp, it's good for you. If they stack this camp as well, it's super good for you. So here's what I do as Elder Titan. This camp's been stacked. We don't really need to pull here. I think this is perfectly fine. If the wave is set right here, then yeah, maybe we pull first before we go for a kill attempt. But I think the wave meeting here is fine. This is how I used to play Elder Titan. Bear in mind, other coaches with more experience on the hero and later patches may give you some different advice, but I used to play this hero a lot. I think I've got a 60% win rate on 120 games or something. Like I said, I haven't played in a while. I would now maneuver into these trees, because this is where we're going to use our Astral Spirit to our advantage. You pop your Astral over here, so you'd come here, and you'd cast Astral on this small camp, and then you'd run over here. The creeps are meeting here. So this does require a little bit of micro, but you can use tab, or you can set up control groups through your Astral Spirit, whatever. I think tab personally is easier for me, because I can just tab to my hero, tab to my spirit. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but once you've got it down, it's easy. So you'd cast your Astral here, and then you'd move your hero over here. Then tab back to your Astral, move your Astral from this camp to this camp. Hopefully you'll hit Shaman if he's trying to pull or whatever he's doing. I'm not sure where he is at the moment. You'd hit Shaman as well. So you gain damage and move speed and armor from all of these creeps. Then from all of these creeps, this camp is now stacked. Then you'd go into the trees. Then you'd recall your Astral. And there's once you cast Astral, there's a ability called Recall Astral or something. I can't remember the exact name of it. Your Astral will go from this camp. It will fly through this creep wave, hitting Phantom Assassin, and then giving you the bonus move speed, attack damage, and armor as it comes back to you and you're stood in these trees somewhere around here. And then you just come out and you just beat the crap out of them. Bully them out of lane. I mean, this PA has got a lot of regen, so we want to make sure she uses that. I mean, you'll be dealing... I can't work it out. You'll be dealing about 150 damage per hit. And let's look at Phantom Assassin's health. Okay, we can't. For some reason, the replay is being weird. But you could probably kill her in 3 or 4 hits, plus the stun from Slardar. She's dead. And then, situationally with Elder Titan, because you're so fast and so strong early on, you could probably dive under the tower to capture the Shaman, providing you have a few creeps maybe. I mean, you could probably afford to take 1 or 2 hits from the tower, maybe 3 hits. Just be careful, obviously. Shaman has Shackle, PA has Dagger, stuff like that. But you can be a lot more risky with the Elder Titan. And just remember, stacking camps is really good. So let's get back to it. Let's fast forward this. So we've got a nice stack there. You need to cast your Astral. Okay, so you're pulling, that's cool. Shaman stopped it. Let's keep going. So yeah, not using your Astral just yet. This is honestly the bread and butter, laning stage for Elder Titan. It's Astral creeps, hit loads of creeps with your Astral, hit loads of heroes with your Astral, and now, here you go. Right now, you could have cast Astral there, and then you would have seen your Slardar as being attacked. You could have recalled your Astral, bringing the damage from all these creeps, the extra damage from these heroes. I mean, even now, you're still going to get 40 extra damage plus, you know, what 43 extra damage from this one creep and two heroes. That's still pretty damn good, and you could probably beat down this Shaman because they're diving your Slardar, but they only have one creep supporting them. You have 4 creeps coming in and another 3 creeps here. So you have like a 7 creep advantage. This is when you can be over aggressive. They are overextending, they are pushing past your creep wave. This Shaman is taking a ton of damage from these creeps, so will PA. This is the time to right click them. So you need to recall your Astral before you get the damage. So now you have the damage. If you ever have this buff, Astral Titan buff, this is where you go nuts. So you're only gaining 8% movement speed, 2 armor, and 23 bonus damage. That's still a boatload of damage. That's a lot of damage. You should try and get some hits off on this Shaman. Use the trees to your advantage. So when you're running at this Shaman's he's not the fastest hero, but he does have quite a strong right click. If you're running straight at him, it's easy for him just to back off, and then as soon as you back off, he'll turn around and hit you, and then it's just this endless cycle of like, ooh, who's going to hit who? Try and use the trees to your advantage. Try and get as close to your opponent as you can, out of vision first. This is why I like playing in this area of the map. I mean, Shaman's hanging around here. If both the enemy heroes were like chilling on this side of the lane, I would probably be here. But Shaman's here. This is Shaman's territory at the moment. We don't know if they've got wards or anything. I don't think they do. No, they don't, but you don't know that. So I'd be playing in these trees. You know, Shaman's faffing around over here. PA's alone. Let's do something. Speed up a little bit. Yep, so you really need that Astral buff. Okay, you got to pull off, that's nice. Just create a bit of chaos in the lane. I'm going to speed it up now. I'm going to speed it up because almost all of this is answered by cast Astral more. Cast Astral more. And I'll go back to my point one more time. Put it onto this camp. Bring it over to this camp. Recall Astral through the wave, through the enemy heroes, and then just go super aggro until you come into their tower range, which is like here. And then just make the decision. It's up to you whether you dive in for the kill or not. If they're like really low and it's one melee hit, yeah, dive in and get that kill. If they got maybe 2 or 3 hits, just be careful. It's fine just to push them under the tower and not get the kill as long as they're low enough. They now have to regen. She's got this magic wand, which is not going to do her a lot of favors versus you, because you can cast all your abilities from the trees out of vision. So wand only gives charges for spells cast in vision. So that's another strength of Elder Titan, is if they buy a wand, you can cast most of your spells out of vision before you come in. And she's got a point in blur now as well. Obviously we don't know what she's skilled, but let's see what you do here. I'm going to slow it down just for this one little fight. Okay. Going for the stun. Like I said, there's almost no need. There's almost no need for the stun. If you hit enough creeps, you don't need to stun them. There's no way they're escaping you. I mean, he's got brown boots, and he's moving at 330 move speed. You have 330 move speed just with a wind lace, and that's without your buff. PA, a measly 305. You've got your Slardar, 348, you know, because he's got Guardian Sprint. I think the stomp is almost... It's just like a stomp is like a safety net thing. Perhaps they gank, a gank comes along, you can use stomp just to get out of the gank nice and easy, or maybe you can catch them if they are escaping. But if you hit enough creeps of Astral, there's no need to stomp, you just run at them, and there's no way they can escape. They will either die or get under their tower. There's two scenarios that both play in your favor. Alright, let's speed up. Okay, salve up, cool, runes. Get that sweet rune. Another nice thing Elder Titan is you can just get the movement speed buff from the creeps and just go get both runes super fast and back into the lane before you know it. Okay, same again. Same again here really. You want to be astraling. We can see this Shaman, we can see this PA, they're kind of pushed out. Their wave is pushing us, so if I was you, I look at this lane and I'm like, cool. They've got a creep here, siege creep, and we've got 1. Our next wave is coming in, but that means the wave is pushing, so eventually we're going to be fighting here. This is perfect because look at the distance they have to get back to their tower. This is like where we want to fight. So maybe I wouldn't cast Astral just yet. Actually, I would. I would cast Astral over here, but I wouldn't recall it instantly because it lasts for a while. How long does it last before it gets recalled? I'm not quite sure. I'll post a message in the chat of how long Astral lasts before it's automatically recalled. But yeah, shove it in this camp and let the lane push out, and then just punish them for not pulling the wave effectively. Right, let's go. Yeah, so instead of focusing on using this spell, which does also use a lot of mana, and you have quite a small mana pool here, just remember Astral next time you play. Stomp is like, yeah, maybe I need a stomp. Oh, he almost got your courier. Oh, yes, you might have him. You might have him. Nice, nice kill. That's a nice kill. So now it's just basic laning. La 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 la. Got caught out guard there. Yeah, you got the infused raindrops. That's quite nice versus Shaman. If you notice Shaman skilling up his Q instead of his like control spells like Hex and Shackle, then yeah, raindrops is a really good item. I'd buy it on almost every pos 4 I play actually. I think it's just a super cool item and just comes in handy. Okay, so this is where we need to be like, again, using Astral on the creep camps. Get him onto both creep camps. Get him onto this wave, and then dive. Now that we have Corrosive Haze of Reverse Larder as well, this PA is gonna melt. But let's fast forward a bit. This is all just laning now. Actually, I want to rewind just there and show you something. So you almost have this courier here. So close. Again, Astral, baby. So 350 move speed on the courier, 380 on you. I mean, you're fast enough to catch it anyway, but all you have to do is a really quick Astral on this creep wave, bring it back, and like we said, bonus move speed from creeps. That's an extra 4% move speed. You know, it seems like not a lot, but you will get this courier if you committed to it. You definitely had that courier, even without casting Astral, you had it. Actually, maybe you didn't. But yeah, just try casting Astral if you need to catch like objectives like couriers and stuff. You can just quickly cast Astral, bring it back, and that's an instant 4% movement buff. You know, it may not seem like much, but in those situations it can make a difference. Cool, and now we've pulled. This is nice. This is cool because if this was intentional or not, I don't know. But let me tell you why it's good. You pulled the wave from behind the tower, so now our wave's going to come crashing in. PA has to deal with our wave that's coming in, which is this wave. She has to deal with that without creep back up. Meaning, Slardar can pretty much just mess with her under tower. Now you have a creep camp here, an enemy creep wave, and a creep wave here. Again, more creeps that you can just get astral buffs with and fight around this area. This is really good to fight around. And then you can just come crashing in with all the buffs, crashing in to help Slardar behind the tower. Well, Slardar's pretty deep here, pretty dangerous. But then in nice save. See, that's when you should use Stomp, you know. And then, booyah, nice. You've got the buff here. See, 80 bonus damage is so good, man. And be careful, be careful. If you want to dive under the PA, we just kill the creeps. Runes are coming up there. You put a nice little observer there. It's really nice ward for Elder Titan because you can see exactly where the heroes are. So you don't have to waste time trying to find them with your Astral. You can just cast Astral onto them or direct it yourself. You don't really have to worry here. I think you're making space for Slardar and you're wasting her time. I like it. This is what I do on a daily basis to cause... Ooh, she may have got you now. Okay. Maybe that wasn't too worth it. But again, if we had Astral, you may have escaped that. Just Astral. Astral everything. If you're running away, just Astral someone real quick. You get that sweet 14% movement speed from 2 heroes. Alright, let's go. Now, what guide are you using? So you're playing as a pos 4. I'm just going off recent guides. So we have an offlane or a support guide from DotaU, which I guess is the one you're using, which recommends Tranquils. I mean, they're kind of good, but I don't know. I really like phase boots just because it synergizes so well with Astral, and it just means you can right click the crap out of enemy heroes. You can run straight through waves. You don't have to worry about being blocked by your ally or other creeps. I think in that situation there, where you just died under the outpost, you may have survived. Also, though, we have to think about sustainability. Tranquils are nice because you can hang around in lane more if you get bursted down, but just just survive. You can just sit under the tower for like 10 seconds, and your health will already be like 50%. So it's either or really. I would probably go phase boots because I'm quite an aggro player, but just try both. I think now that you know to use Astral more and how to use it on creeps, yeah, phase boots. Just give them a try. They're greedy. There are greedy items. The bonus armor and the movement speed and attack. That's just awesome. So here we go. There's absolute chaos here. I need to rewind that. Try and keep it short as well. Just give you a rundown. Got Clinks is raging. That's perfect. So I'm just about to dive like crazy. Here we go. So we've got 4 of our allies here. So we've got some sort of big fight coming. Let's have a look. Yeah, to be honest, Earth Splitter isn't even that crucial at level 6 either. I'm not sure what your guy told you to do. Let me have a look. Can I see the skill build here? What did Tortellini tell you to do? Tortellini says 6. Tortellini sucks, by the way. I've played a bunch of games of him, and yeah, I don't like him as a player. Interesting. So you're going Tortellini's off-lane build, perhaps, where he tells you to build at level 11. It's not crucial. It's honestly not crucial. I think if you're having loads for success, just using Astral and the attack speed and move speed, just keep doing it, dude. Especially with Natural Order as well. They're a powerful combo. Eventually you get 100% armor, and base resistance. It's actually insane. Sometimes you just don't need your ult, especially you have these really mobile heroes, like you've got Cons here on the Ember Spirit. I don't think you really need the S split. You have so much lockdown already. You can just save this for later team fights and just focus on running at them, which is nice. So here we go. Let's just see what you do here. I would Astral this creep wave right now, and then Astral the creep wave, and then send your Astral just this way into the trees, because you can see these 2 heroes. But hey, pull the Astral now, and then get this Clinks. So here we go. You're waiting for the Astral to return automatically. Just bring it back. As soon as you've hit the maximum amount of creeps and heroes that you can see realistically, I mean, sure, we could try and get the Astral over here to this creep camp, but that's not realistic in the time we have left and the time we have left to kill Clinks. Just press W again and bring it back, and then just run at this Clinks. So you should get your buff now. Let's have a look at how much it's giving you here. 153 damage and 10 bonus armor and 17 movement speed is so good. You're gonna kill this guy in 2 hits. Oh, look at that. So good. But just a fraction of the second earlier, you could have killed him around here. You wouldn't have wasted so much time here, and we could have collapsed back on the tower. And I'm assuming you guys are going to kill all these wards anyway. I'm just nitpicking as well here. I'm just looking at things to break down for you. Cool. And now you guys are just smashing this tower. Good job. All right. Cool. Bot tower's gone. Let's rotate. I mean, I would go top. Can't really do much here. We do have dust. Okay. Cool. This is perfect. If you ever see an enemy carry like all chatting and like being a bit of a douchebag, I just try and kill him again and again and again because he's the weak-minded player. We're getting a bit more into like the mental side of Dota here, but right, Astral and Stomp onto these 2 guys, and you could probably go in and fight these 2, even with Ember running away. Yeah, you should go in. Yeah, fucking hit. Bit of dust next time. Just 1 dust. That's all you need. Because you never know when you're gonna get the opportunity to solo kill Clinks, and if you have dust, that's nice. Cool. We don't need to be here anymore. We've done what we can. There's still a tier 1 available, so we should all be rotating top really. And Monkey King can go farm some. Oh, nice. Nice chain stun. Also,
in case you're not aware, there's a wake up threshold here of how much damage they can take before they're woken up. So it's actually quite a lot once you level it up. So you can probably get a nice big right click in with your astral bonus damage when this is level 3 or 4 and you won't wake them up. Just remember this though, I always like to, if I'm not playing in a stack, or even if I am playing in a stack, if you do get like a 5 or 4 man stomp and they're all asleep, and then you cast your ulti, just tell your teammates like don't damage them too much. Don't go too crazy because we want this ulti to go off before they wake up, so they will get like the max HP as damage. So this does 50 HP as 50% of your max health as damage at level 3. That's insane. Even 30% is pretty mad. But I have often in games got like a 5-man stomp, and then someone like Ember Spirit has come in and slight fisted everyone and woke them all up, and they've escaped before my ulti can actually like go off. So that's something. In pubs, when I'm playing with randoms, I'm like, guys, don't wake them up. Please don't wake them up. Cool, so now we're just sort of hanging around here, not really doing anything. Not got a lot of vision here. The enemy team appear to have given up, but that's not always the case. And there you go, Comms is like totally... that would have been an awesome stomp if you had people with you. And now you've probably fucked up a bit here. Yeah, so we're all just sort of fucking around mid now. No reason to be here. We gotta take this tier 1 and then take their triangle, and then we can be fighting there. So you go back mid. No. Let's go top. And you got the enemy team being super toxic. That's what we like to see. And then you got DotaU being all chill as fuck. That's how we like it. Yeah, so we're pushing mid again. Like, I don't understand why you guys are pushing mid without any vision. So if you watch my cursor, we take tier 1 here, and then we gain access to this. It almost looks as like we have access because we've taken mid. All that really means is we now have access to this area. Even with their tier 1 here, we still have access to their jungle if we take their tier 1. It doesn't mean we have access to their high ground triangle here though. That really depends on this tower. Because we can push in here and fight, but they can TP in behind us, and that'll catch us all off guard, especially if we don't have wards here. We have no wards, so I don't think we have any business pushing mid. Again, other coaches with more experience may tell you otherwise. I'm just spitballing here from what I'm seeing in the game and what I would do. Just tier 1s first, and then just take the map section by section. What are we doing item-wise? I can't see what you're building, so I'm just going to fast forward. You've got the urn, that's nice. That builds into Spirit Vessel, that's really good versus Timber, really good versus Troll, and pretty good versus Pia if she gets her lifesteal talent. And it just works really nice with your Echo Stomp because it doesn't wake them up, and it's just some nice damage over time and health regen reduction. Perfect. And it works really well with Ember Spirit actually. And we're just YOLOing now the whole team. Cool. So we've chosen a lane, let's just go down it. Blade Mail's quite good on Elder Titan back in the day. I would also say Yules is really good. So what does this guy tell you to do? This isn't the guy that I would use. So I used to go... This is more of like a roaming build. Which one are you using? I think you're using this one. I may be wrong. Nah, you can't be using that one. It's got to be this one. Drums is a great item, especially for Elder Titan, because it just gives you another massive movement speed increase. So that's quite useful if you can get that really early on in the lane. Helps you push towers and just helps you run at enemies more. I would honestly go... I used to go Yules, but it doesn't look like it's that meta. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so the explanation here from Immortal Faith. Yours provides bonus move speed for Elder Titan and Astral Spirit, as well as mana and mana regeneration, something you will struggle with, but you do have the End of Shadow, so that does pretty much solve that for you as well. So, either or, I guess. I would get this if they have slippery heroes that are still quite fast, and in this case they do, but I don't think they're very good players. Clinks and Timber, yours is nice for setting that up. Again, PA also, she can blink away. Yours is really good for stopping you from doing that and just setting up your Astral
and your Echo Stomp. I'll show you in a second, maybe in a demo. And also Troll. If Troll pops his ulti, you can just use him, and that's half of his ultimate just gone, wasted, because he's in the air doing nothing. So yours is really nice here, but I don't think you went wrong with getting the Also, this item is probably one of my favorites in the world. Solar Crest on Elder Titan is so good. Super good. Versus physical carriers. Oh, might want to get this off the screen. So we're pretty much just 4-manning around now. Cool, let's see what you do here. Just a nice stomp. Boom. This is all you need to do as a pos 4 Elder Titan, is just sit on the backlines and get all these big stuns. And if they need you, so here, right, if you've heard the Troll ulti, I can hear it anyway. I can hear Troll ulti and I can hear Monkey King ulti. You should be in here right now. I mean, it looks like they don't really need you, but if you were there, if you instead of running back, you just ran straight to this fight with your team, I just follow whoever my carry is at some point. If I don't know what to do, I just follow my carry. You could have probably prevented both those deaths and probably killed the Clinks as well. But it's all good. And now you're getting chased down. Luckily, you're a big, strong Elder Titan. You should be okay. And if they do dive you right now, you kill them. Yeah, you double man stomp here. Let's see what happens. Boom! Instantly Earth Splitter. Nice. No, not nice. Not good. You got the timber, but you want this guy, and you want the here. There you go. You got the drums. Not so useful now, I don't think. Okay, yeah. You're keeping vision on timber. You gotta be careful. This guy can do a lot of damage. Okay, here comes cons. Nice. That was good. That was good. Keeping vision on this timber. Dog, go play ranked. Jesus. Try hard. Some people just aren't very good at this game, and I don't know why they act that way. Yeah, that was good. Apart from the Earth Splitter, where you cast it on the timber, I think you should have cast it on the Clinks, because you would have slowed him as well, and then he also got slowed by dust. I think he was probably the more important hero, but also he somehow died anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just grasping at straws here. Cool. Now we take the tower that I feel we should have taken a few years ago. Awesome. Coming in. Boom. I like the drums, but I would have gone Spirit Vessel here. Spirit Vessel would have pretty much completely put Timber out of the game. He's already out of the game, basically. But this would have ensured there's no way he's coming back. As soon as you get as soon as you get Spirit Vessel and he doesn't have some sort of purge or some sort of big health regen item like a Bloodstone or Octarine or whatever, he's fucked. He's fucked. Oh, we are spectating the wrong hero here. Okay, we're getting to the end of the replay and I've talked for a while. I'm just going to keep fast forwarding and see if we can find anything. Awesome. I'll give you a quick rundown at the end. That was a massive fight. Oh, actually, I think we should have a look at those. Those are some nice fights. Okay. Oh, you disappeared quick. Let's have a look. How did you die so quick? Pushing high ground, you're super confident because you guys are winning. This is where a lot of teams, though, I win against teams like this. So let's say I was on Phantom Assassin's team, and we're just getting absolutely destroyed. Sometimes enemy teams are like, yo, we're winning by so much, let's just fucking dive. And then they get wiped high ground, and then they do it again and again, and then they lose. Okay, so we're a bit closer than we need to be, and you've cast Earth Splitter before you've got any form of setup. No one's stunned anyone. No one's rooted anyone. If we had like a Ember Spirit chain on them, then yeah, Earth Splitter. If we had the Monkey King stun, I would have Earth Splitted. I'm not sure if it's too good here. Actually, yeah, it worked out quite well. He's got Aegis, right? Yeah, he's got Aegis. Cool. So that worked out quite well in the end. Just be wary of when you throw out a splitter there when there's no setup available. I mean, if you just quickly stomp, it doesn't take that long. It's 1.7, and they haven't got anything to stop you from doing that apart from Shackle and maybe the root from Troll. But you guys are absolutely dominating them here. it doesn't matter that you died in this scenario because you guys are just destroying them. I think that's pretty much it now. Let's see if there's any more fights that you're part of. Okay, so you're coming in to take the racks. Oh. So in this game it's a bit of a stomp. It's hard to sort of give too much advice because it's quite an easy game. But in this situation where you died high ground, like, you just want to stay alive as long as possible because this natural order is what really changes fights. And a lot of players, lower ranked players especially, they won't even see this as an ability. They don't even take it into account. They just think, how the hell did I die so quick? And they don't understand it. Like, this thing is insane. So you want to stay in fights. It also, your astral spirit also gives off this aura, so you can hang back if you're on low health and there's a fight going on here. You can just cast your astral and leave it in the fight. You don't have to bring it back, and it will give the enemy the debuff as well. This is where I would like Yules though, because in that situation where you did sort of get caught out and bursted quite quickly, you can just Yules, and then the enemy will be like, right, this guy's Yules, we can't damage him, hit someone else. And whilst you're Yules, you're still giving out your natural order debuff, even though you're technically invulnerable. Right, let's watch the end of this. I'd also say Halberd is nice, depending on how rich you are and how late the game's going. Halberd's pretty good on Elder Titan. Ags is cool. In the last game I bought Ags, I actually ended up feeding, but that's probably because I haven't played this hero in ages and I was playing him how I used to play him back in like 2016. It's basically a free BKB. I think you don't get this item until you've learned how to use this spell, Astral Spirit, effectively, and then yeah, Aghanims. Aghanims is good. It means you can sort of forgo a BKB for a more sort of crowd control item if you're planning on running at them. Blade Mail's nice too, but if we go to the guide that I think you're using here, you've pretty much just followed the guide. Pretty much. The Spirit Vessel was good. I'm assuming cons or someone told you to buy that. Yeah, so Halberd, pretty good here. If, Troll or PA jump on anyone, you just render them ineffective as well. And it also helps you stay alive for longer, giving you evasion, extra strength, and status resistance. Lotus is also good. I mean, the way I would play Elder Titan is I just want to be alive for as long as possible to help my teammates with natural order and just cast all my spells, stay alive, waste their time, go Scepter against melee heroes, force staff my friends out of danger or myself out of danger, disarm them, reflect spells, just generally be really annoying and staying alive. So let's have a look. You mean, you died 4 times, that's not a lot at all, that's fine. Cool, yeah, they've pretty much given up now. Ooh, that's a lot of cleave though. Also, yeah, another note, this does pierce spell immunity or ulti, so sometimes if I'm gonna die and the enemy are BKB'd, and I won't run away because I've casted my ulti and it's going down here. If I run away, I pull them away from my ulti. If I know I'm dead and they've BKB'd, run onto your Earth Splitter. Make sure that if a melee hero is trying to kill you, and there's no way you're getting out alive, there's no Dazzle to save you, there's no Glimmer Capes or Force Staffs, you're dead, run on top of your Earth Splitter to ensure that the melee hero takes the damage. Pretty much GG. Huzzah. Creeps having a rave, and that's that. Yes, I think my main point is like just practice with Astral in the first 5-10 minutes of the game. That's where you're going to have most impact, and you'll be, instead of 0-4, you'll probably be 4-0, or at least 4-4, and you'll give their safe lane a harder time. And this PA still had a chance to farm. Let's have a look at her Battle Fury timing. If I can on this. Yes, I can. Okay, she got a pretty slow Battle Fury. You guys did a pretty good job anyway. Of disrupting their farm. She had a really poor farm. But yeah, practice. practice abusing their camps. If they decide to stack camps, if they stack the small camp to pull, and they pull their wave onto a double stack small camp, you cast your astral on that creep wave and the double stack camp, and then you go beat the crap out of their pos 5. Basically say never ever pull that camp again, because this is what I'm going to do. If they stack any of the camps, it's good for you. If you stack the camps, it's good for you. Hit the camps first with your astral, reposition yourself. So if you've seen on some YouTube videos, you can actually place your astral in, say, the off lane in a creep wave, teleport to the other side of the map, and then recall your astral, and any camps, heroes, or creep waves it goes through across the entire span of the map, it will give you bonus attack damage. And I've seen people at level 1 hitting for 250 damage and like 400 move speed. It's stupid. Obviously that's probably a bit more of a meme strat than anything else, but that just gives you an idea. Like, just master astral spirit and don't skill natural order first. And I think your items wise, it was fine. Like spirit vessel was great pickup. Drums, I like drums, but I'll probably buy that like straight after, or if not before Urn, because we don't really need Urn right away. And we weren't really getting that many kills in lane anyway, so we didn't really get that many charges early on. So I would have probably rushed drums, because it builds in some nice items. Robe of the Magi, Windlace, Belt of Strength. They're all nice components that build into this, and then you can just use this to blast down the tower a bit quicker. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions on specific item builds. I hope I've been somewhat useful in rambling for the last, I don't know, half an hour or however long I've been talking. Yeah, and just find me some questions in Discord. Yeah, and I hope this has been helpful, dude. Right, cheers. I am out of here.